How are you doing, folks? What I'd like to talk to you about today is the Xbox Live preview program. Now this is obviously a program done by Microsoft through the Kinect platform, which you can actually sign up for, and what that allows you to do is kind of give the credentials of your Xbox, say what internet connection you have, how you found out about the preview program, all those kinds of things, and then somebody at Microsoft decides whether or not they're looking for your type of profile to actually enable for the preview program. I was fortunate enough to be one of those people that was picked, and yesterday I downloaded the new firmware update, and I think the number for that is 2.0.8, which is a new Xbox dashboard. And as you can see here, it enables a new section on the console, which is called Xbox Preview, which kind of just gives you some announcements, what the new features are all about, and then obviously help and FAQ section. Now what I'd like to do is talk you through each new feature that's kind of the most high level that Microsoft are actually telling everybody about. So firstly is parties. Now you know at the moment that it's kind of a little bit tricky to get friends to join your party. You have to send them invites, or you have to send them friend invites, etc. Now what they've done is, if you're playing in a party with friends and that friend gets disconnected, what it will do now is automatically reconnect that user to the party that they got disconnected from. And what they've also said is, kind of, I know it's a bit vague, but they've said they've streamlined the party invite system. Now I haven't been able to test this as yet because I don't have any other friends which have the Xbox Live preview program enabled. But when I do, I'll also be able to post a new video kind of saying what it's like to interact with other users with the same platform. Second thing I've come on to is the account management. There's a few gimmicky features that are enabled here, such as gold member veterans. What that basically means is that you now have on your profile tab, I'll show you here, if you go to My Xbox, on your profile tab you now have the years. So as you can see here, it says I've been a gold member for 1 year. It kind of allows you to see from the get-go how long users have been playing Xbox Live, how long kind of they've been a member. Nothing really special to that, except obviously it's a kind of status symbol for people who have been playing longer and had a subscription longer. So nothing amazing, but it's nice to see. A new thing they've also brought into it is subscription notifications. So that's kind of like a back-end tweak in that if your subscription is about to run out, you'll actually get an email notifying you of the fact, and then so you'll be able to renew before it runs out, so you don't actually have to miss any time without having Xbox Live. And they've also streamlined account recovery, so in case you haven't played your account for a long time, or you've lost your passwords, things like that. One of my favourite features is if I go to, I think they've put it in, I have to go to My Xbox, then Avatars. What they've done is they've created the Avatar Marketplace. So if I go to Customize Avatar, now this is one of my favourite features, and I've been looking for it since launch. And I'm quite happy that it's kind of coming into the dashboard now. As you can see here, there's two new panels called Marketplace and Awards. I'm not going to talk about awards too much, I'll go into Marketplace. So what this allows you to do is buy new costumes for your avatar, so it kind of, when people are looking through their friends list, they'll be able to see you dressed up in new gear as opposed to all the default stuff available already on your Xbox. And as well as avatar items. Now I'll show you what avatar items are. If you go down to Game Styles, and then let that load up, and then we go to Halo 3. This is one of the new avatar items. If I go to the far right, it's a warthog from the Halo games and the Halo 3 trilogies, all that. So you can see it on the screen now. So what you'll actually be able to do is purchase this. It's actually quite expensive. At the moment it says that 320 Microsoft points, which is outrageous, I think, for just kind of like an extra gimmick on top of your avatar for while friends are looking at you. But I think it's a welcome addition to the Xbox. The fact that you're actually now able to fully customize your avatars and purchase extra kit for them is great. And there's also other items which are like 80 Microsoft points, so that's about $1 there or thereabouts. That might be wrong. So it's not too bad. I mean, one of my favourite features so far. I'm looking forward to new games releasing their gear for this, and it'll be quite interesting. One of the other exciting things is a lot of people have had problems finding good content and finding the content they really want to watch and play. So what Microsoft have done is introduced a user rating system. So any game on the Xbox Marketplace you are now able to rate. So if you download a game or if you download a demo, you're actually able to rate that 1 to 5 stars, and what that allows Xbox to do is to say, we can now allow you to sort by ratings. So if you only want to see the top 5-star games, and I'll show you that now, if I go to the game marketplace, we explore the content, so that allows you to now top rated, or say for example I want to go, this is an add-on I think, so what I can do now is you can see there, if you can see on the camera, that there was ratings there a second ago. There you go, it's 4.5-star ratings out of 115 people. So I'll go back. So basically that's just going to make it a lot easier for people to find really good content as opposed to just have to sift through the whole library. And another addition is, while I'm here, is one of the major steps in the Xbox marketplace and Xbox Live itself is Games on Demand, which is this new tab right here. At the moment, getting a bit rocky, sorry about that guys. At the moment, it's kind of restricted to Xbox titles like the ever famous Halo, Combat Evolved, Fable, Crash Bandicoot, Grand Theft Auto, the original ones. But I'm sure as this preview program launches into the public release, there'll be Xbox 360 titles. You'll be able to download, so that means basically you'll not have to have the CD, you can download it straight to your Xbox, you won't have to go out into stores, and basically it'll enable midnight openings for every game that comes out into the marketplace, which is great. You'll obviously, like I've said, you'll be able to purchase the downloads, you'll be able to download the manuals, and obviously because you're downloading this digital content, it will all be DRM, so you can't trade it with friends, unfortunately. Coming on to the last two things, as you've kind of seen through the walkthrough, there's been some user interface improvements, streamlined navigation. Community games have now been renamed indie games, and one of the quirks for voice communications, if you're sending a voice message to a friend, then what that does is, if you send a voice message but don't actually attach a voice, so if you don't actually attach your message, it will warn you before you send it. So that's kind of like sending an email without an attachment. It's a school error. And lastly, and kind of this is why I've left it to last, because it's not that interesting, there's console settings and video display options, things like time-stamped game saves, friends list. You're able to now sort your friends list, and also the last thing is video display options. What that allows you to do now is it's able to pick up the best audio and video sources and settings for your monitor if you have devices that aren't completely compatible between the two. Nothing amazing, but as I said, it's a step in the right direction. So this has been a preview of the Xbox Live Dashboard 2.0.8, the latest release, which is due for public release on the 11th of August. If you've got any questions, by all means feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.